Welcome back, this is RB Sensei. If you like this video at any point, be sure to like and comment. It's the only way we'll grow. Now let's get into this ridiculous nonsense.
Would women prefer to be the emperor's mistress or the peasant's wife?
Probably the emperor's mistress, because I guess it's like a higher
Status.
So women would rather share a high-value man with another woman than have an average man all to herself?
I feel like a lot of women would want that, probably.
People, I'm curious, what do you think the percentage is? Let me know in the comment section. What percentage of women would rather be the king's mistress than the peasant's wife? In my heart, I would like to believe that it's not the majority of women, but I feel like it probably is. But what most women don't understand is you don't even qualify to be the king's mistress, like his main side bitch. You don't even qualify for that. Most of you don't even qualify for a one-night fling with a king.
Damn.
And what women don't think about, okay, if I don't make it to at least king's mistress, then where do I end up when I'm 45, 50?
It's a mystery every one of you has got to solve.
They don't think 2 weeks in front of their face. They spend their 20s and a lot of times their 30s chasing the king, we'll say, and pretty much have no backup plan. And they end up working 3 jobs until they pass away. I feel like most women waste their youth and beauty and fertility chasing guys out of their league, or chasing guys that they knew it was never going to be a wholesome, happy life with. But women pay the harshest consequences for, being foolish when they're young and making the wrong decisions. Because those looks ain't going to last. You're just going to be another old, bitter bitch talking about your heyday.
No! Oh, shit! Say it again!
And really, your heyday was nothing to speak of. It was just you were biologically young and you threw on something tight. At least an old, washed-up football player or something actually have accomplishments that somebody could still look back on and respect.
That was cold-blooded!
Most likely.
It sounds like most women are gold diggers, huh?
There's a lot of those out here.
They're not gold diggers. That's a woman's biological nature to want to be protected and provided for and feel safe. There's no point in even calling them a gold digger. Every woman wants a man who could protect and provide without her having a job. Every woman. Okay, before we press play on this one, it says, do you need someone to dance with? Okay, he shot his shot. So regardless of what happened, props to bro. Because it take balls to do it. A lot of guys would be scared to even take that step. Face your fears, fellas.
We both have the same type of man. Like, we like a nasty fucker.
We like a fucking criminal. Like, straight up someone who is so visibly violent. That is our type.
I mean, yeah, this one right here, I could tell. The other one, you would have been shocked at. But see, that's why they say you shouldn't judge a book by its cover, even though most of the time you can. But with these chicks, just assume all of them are batch crazy and morally corrupt until explicitly proven otherwise.
Like, someone that if we bring them home to our parents or show them to our friends, they're like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why do they have gold teeth?
You should never even have approached that man in the first place. That is someone who will lead you into a violent and tragic death.
You women are horrible.
How ghetto is that? Very.
That's very exciting and mysterious, and it's that emotional roller coaster that they love. Is it logical? No. Is it sane? No, but they don't care.
Whatever, I'll do what I want. It's my hot body, I'll do what I want.
And can you imagine when she get a little bit older and none of those situations worked out, and now she got to settle for a regular dude or a nice guy? It's repulsive to them. She know that nice guy not gonna plow her the way, this criminal did.
And Natalie and I
They're gonna kill your dog.
They're gonna kill your dog. They're gonna kill or fuck your dog. And Natalie and I are like, hot.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Follow me on Instagram.
For what?
Why not?
Why should I follow you?
Why not?
I mean, yeah. If we not gonna do nothing, why would I follow you? Just to be impressive to other dudes or be impressive to the chicks you trying to impress or compete with? No, I'm not going to follow you. Even if you look really good. No, I'm good. There's no benefit. I follow enough airhead thoughts. No thanks. Don't be giving chicks free follows for no reason. You're not going to penetrate the DMs to where you hit. I promise you. She get 20 messages a day. You're going to get lost in the sauce. I promise. No matter how good your first message was or how good you thought it was, I'm sure she would laugh at it.
I don't feel like following you. You can follow me, though.
Why are you being cocky?
I'm not.
You know what's worse.
You gonna follow me?
I can, if you follow me back.
I bet. I'm not.
My man.
City boy! City boy! My new, hey!
discuss the fragile male ego.
How about we discuss how ridiculous it is to be talking about fragility and ego while putting on makeup? Like, if a guy was unhappy with how he looked, like he was seriously unhappy with his appearance, and his solution was to wear a mask of a handsome guy every day, you would think there's something wrong with that guy.
Yeah, and I think something is wrong with women. I've been saying it for years. This whole man space thing wasn't a thing back then. But I always said, like, what's wrong with these people? They got to paint on another face to feel good enough to go outside? It's sick. I always knew it was sick.
The sickest part is you probably don't even know it.
Even when I was a kid, I knew something was off about it. But you know how people pander to women and society pander to women. And that's why these male spaces are so important, because people like me, we were made to feel like we were crazy and talking nonsense when we spoke these undeniable truths.
Say he's insecure, and you would definitely say he has a fragile ego. I mean, he's obviously wearing a mask to make himself look handsome. But you ladies do that every day. You're not happy with how you actually look, so you cover your face in a mask to pretend to be beautiful. See, a man's imperfections are always on full display. And women have no problem pointing out those flaws. Whether it's because he's short, whether it's because he's fat, whether it's because his hairline is receding. But a man's flaws are always on full.
And that's what makes us stronger. We're stronger for it. We got to just live with it. We got to just learn to live with it. We have to learn to accept the harsh realities of life and learn to work around them. And this is one of the main reasons why many people say men are just better than women. Women live in a coddled existence. I'm not saying women don't ever have anything hard. That's not what I'm saying. But a man's hard and a woman's hard is just two different leagues.
Play. Hell, even if we grow a beard, you say it's to hide a double chin. You ladies spend every morning playing paint by number to cover up your flaws. And if we say anything, we're terrible people. Sorry, ladies, but if we're talking about fragile egos, y'all are the gold standard.
It is 2022. You cannot be proud of yourself and think you are good if you are camping in a corner with a shotgun. Now, please get some bitches.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard.
They're going to shame everything we do if it's not paying attention to them. They want that to be the narrative. If you ain't pulling women, your life doesn't have value. Anything men do that's not giving attention to women, it must be GAY.
That's stupid!
Do what make you happy, fellas. They hate to see it. It really irks their spirit when you're not paying attention to them. Because that's their identity. They don't have hobbies. That's why they get pissed at male hobbies. Their hobby is putting on tight clothes, throwing on a bunch of makeup, and trying to get attention from men to compete with chicks.
Bingo. Not all, but most.
We would go out, this was years ago, we would go out and we'd get drunk when we'd go back to her apartment, and she'd be like, do you want to see how many pics I can get in like 10 minutes?
That's
I'm
so
like,
funny.
do it. And this was her tactic.
Fucking creep.
You 34.
She would text a guy and be like, send a picture of your head. And they'd be like, always respond and be like, oh, what?
What do you mean by that?
Send me a picture of you naked.
They played it right. They knew something was up. Like, nah, send me something first.
And then she'd be like, no, send me a picture of your head. And they'd be like, you first. And then she would say, this is the perfect thing to say to a man to get whatever you want. You're being boring.
Oh, okay. I see what you did there.
Oh, yeah. I love that.
And then she wouldn't, would say that. And then they'd be like, oh, come on, blah, blah. What are you up to right now? Blah, blah, blah. And then she wouldn't say anything. She wouldn't respond, would not respond to any of their texts until they sent a pic, and every single one of them would send it.
Fellas, are we this easy?
Yes.
I know we are. I mean, I'm not. Look, I was before. Not maybe in this situation, but I was susceptible to the manipulation tactics as well. See, dudes are too scared to lose a chick. That's what have us doing goofy shit. Never be scared to lose a chick. I don't care how bad she is. If she telling you to do something you don't want to do, just don't do it. She'll actually respect you more, even if she don't text back. Oh well, F her if she don't text back. Don't feel insecure. Oh, did I say something she didn't like? It don't matter if you said something she didn't like. It's a scarcity mindset, and it's going to have you being a sucker and a punk and a simp.
This motherfucker don't miss.
No, he's fucking good.
That motherfucker don't miss, man.
He's good.
In the heat of battle, he don't miss.
No.
In the heat of controversy, he don't miss.
And she has a folder on her computer called
disgusting.
Startup Instructions to a MacBook, and it's filled with like hundreds of different.
Oh, behave. You're a whore.
So is she not a perv? Now, if a guy was on a podcast saying the same thing but the opposite, would he not be investigated? would he not get that PC confiscated? Women get so much leeway to be creeps and pervs and nobody says anything. Well, I'm saying something. You're creepy and you're pervy and absolutely disgusting. Creep.
You shouldn't say that about a woman. Why can't you say women are wrong when they're wrong?
You want to be making moves on the street, have no attachments, allow nothing to be in your life that you cannot walk out on in 30 seconds flat.
Okay, first of all, I didn't miss the red flags. I looked at them and thought, damn, that's sexy. And that's my problem.